Hebrews 12 and 4. Ye have not resisted unto blood, striving against sin, and ye have forgotten the exhortation which speaketh unto you as unto children. My son, despise not thou the chastening of the Lord, nor faint when thou art rebuked of him. For whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth, and scourgeth every son whom he receiveth. If you endure chastening, the Most High dealeth with you as with sons. For what son is he whom the Father chasteneth not? But if ye be without chastisement, whereof are ye partakers, then are ye bastards and not sons?
There it is. Scripture just back to everything I said. So when you catch in hell and trying to be right, you're trying to do right and you catch in hell, the Most High is dealing with you.
Right, because you're going to definitely catch hell. Well, really, you're going to catch hell in this truth, but really, when you first born, you catching hell, because it says, those that are, I think, not quoting verbatim, those that are born of a woman are a few days and full of trouble, man. You know? So when you're born, man, you're catching hell, especially if you're a prophet, because the Most High is conditioning you. The Most High is conditioning you to endure this, your lot, man. So it's a good thing to catch hell, man. You just gotta pray, fast, and do everything you can not to go off, man. But really, man, it's not even your decision. It's the Most High's decision, because He already gave you your lot before you was even born, man. You just gotta pray that your lot is of honor and not dishonor. Because some of us are gonna have to die in this thing. Some of us is gonna get delivered, man.
Right.
Whatever your lot entails, man. You gotta deal with it, because everybody's gonna get the same reward, man.
Right.
Everybody's gonna be in the kingdom of heaven. That's part of the elected 1/3, man. The elected is gonna be the rulers, though. But even the 2/3 are gonna be a part of the kingdom of heaven. They're gonna be the elected 1/3 children, man. Right. So we all gonna get the kingdom, man.
And so what if we died? We done died in this thing before. If you one of the prophets of the Most High, you done died in this thing. So what is one more time to be in this in the righteous law?
Hey, but that's just this society that pushes the fear of death, man. But our forefathers didn't have a fear of death. Just like the Spartans, man, who were Israelites, man. Going back to I think it's either the first or second Maccabees was cruising, man. The Spartans, even they brought out in the movie, man, give us Spartans what we call a beautiful death, man. Right? And it talks about that, it talks about the reasoning in the 3rd and the 4th book of Maccabees, man. That it's just pretty much a demon, man. You know? But you ain't supposed to fear death, man. You're supposed to fear Yahweh Shini outside. You can destroy your soul and life, man, and your spirit, man.
That's right. And if you die in this doing this work, that's a beautiful thing. The only job that we have from the time we were born is to be doing this, doing the work. That's your only job. So if you die on the job, doing what the hell you were supposed to be doing, first of all, chances are that that's how you died in one of your previous lives, or all of your previous lives. Because this is your lot. So, and if you gotta die doing it, then so be it. That's gotta be your attitude out here.
All of our elders that were before us died in this truth, you know. Albert Biggins, King Marcel, got the other died, I think it was Jack Clark that died in the hospital by himself. You know, so whatever your lot is, man.
All you can do is have faith and hope.
Revelation chapter 2, verse 10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shalt have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life.
Unto death. There it is. You got to hold on onto this truth. If somebody walks up with a gun in your face and smokes you, you got to be smiling, knowing that you made it. And that's what this thing. This thing is about death. We got the Fresno Follies out here. But it's about catching hell. If you're catching hell, you're being built up.
Sirach chapter 2, verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
That's right.
Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble. Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Believe in him, and he will help thee. Order thy way aright, and trust in him. Ye that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy, and go not aside, lest ye fall. Ye that fear the Lord, believe him, and your reward shall not fail. Ye that fear the Lord, hope for good, and for everlasting joy and mercy.
That's right. You gotta endure this thing. You gotta take that shit. Whatever is handed out to you, you gotta take that shit. One thing that happened to me in my life, it was a mistake, but at the same time, all things are of the Most High. I enlisted in the United States Army as a youngster. I was probably 18 years old. And I was only in for 2 years and got out honorably and all of that. But what I learned, because I was a straight leg infantry, what I learned in there was that they will put you through everything trying to brainwash you and make you into their robot. But once you get out, then you are your own robot. And you got the skills that they taught you, you can apply to your everyday life. So when it comes to little things like living in the rain, not just standing out here for a few hours, but living months in the rain. That's something that I already know. If I had to do that, I could do it. Walking 50 miles a day. If that's what I got to do, I can do it. Starving, going without food, going without a shower, doing without, doing things that you never thought you could do.
It's not in these people to do all that, man.
Right, you don't know you could do that shit until you do it. So coming into this thing, some of the things that are considered to be not cool, like standing in the rain, doesn't bother me at all. I'd rather be in perfect weather, but ain't no rain. Thank God it doesn't snow in California as much. I don't know what I do in that snow, and may the Most High bless the brothers that are in the snow and keep them warm, but ain't no elements going to stop the men of the Lord. And when that time comes, when hunting season starts, and 80% of people are going to be on the street with no home, after the devil done worked his work and kicked you all out, or repossessed your home and kicked you out on the street. It's going to be hell out there. And only the people that, first of all, the men that the Most High put the Spirit on to be able to endure are going to endure. bitches are going to catch hell, and you better have a strong man.
Really, man, you can have the strongest man in the world, man. You need a man of the Lord, man.
That's what I mean by strong woman.
Because you saw, I was thinking about that when I was driving the cat, you know. Goliath, man, that was fucking Hamite got his ass handed to him, man. He had King Saul shook, man. But it took a man of the Lord, Dawidah, King David, to take down that big ass Hamite, man. Because he had faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. Right. Which Saul lacked, man. And that's the reason Saul was rejected. James chapter 1, verse 1. James, the servant of God and of the Lord Jesus Christ, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, greeting.
The nation of Israel, as always,
which cuts that whole Jewish shit.
Done.
You know?
To all 12 tribes.
My brethren, count it all joy when you fall into diverse temptation.
Count it all joy when you catch in hell. Read on.
Knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience. But let patience have a perfect work, that you may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing.
That's right. The Most High is building you up so that you're used to some bullshit. And it rolls off your back like a duck in some water. You catch a little hell, you drive on like they say. Drive on anyway. Read on.
If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of the Most High, that giveth to all men liberally, and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him. But let him ask in faith, nothing wavering, for he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea, driven from the wind and tossed.
Read that again for all men.
If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of the Most High, that giveth to all men liberally.
Right. The context of what's being spoken of right now is to the 12 tribes that are scattered abroad. So when it says to all men, it's talking about all men of the nation of Israel. Or even more precisely, all men of the elect of Israel. That's who he's giving wisdom to. If you pray to the Most High. So you can't just take that, what the so-called fucking demon, the white man, calls out of context, and apply that to everybody. Read that again from that point.
If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of the Most High.
Right. If any of you, who's being spoken to? The 12 tribes that are scattered abroad. If any of you Israelites, then any man of the nation of Israel, of the 1/3,